You see this? The polished, clean character with the perfect shading and the pro look? That's what people see on the thumbnail. But this mess of shaky lines and broken proportions, this is where I actually live. Welcome back, everyone. Today isn't a tutorial. I'm not here to tell you 5 tips to draw better eyes. Honestly, I'm still figuring out how to draw the second eye myself. Today, I want to talk to you, artist to artist, human to human, about the gap. The gap between being a noob and being a pro, and the absolute mental battlefield that happens in between. If you have ever felt like your hands won't do what your brain wants them to do, or if you have looked at your sketchbook and felt like crying because it looks nothing like the anime you love, this video is for you. We are going to spend maybe around 15-20 minutes just being honest. No filters, no get rich quick or art schemes. Just the struggle. When I first started, I had what I call the noob delusion. I thought if I just bought a fancy drawing tablet or a specific set of Copic markers, I would suddenly wake up and be able to draw like Yasuke Murata or Tite Kubo. I remember drawing my first character. Let's call him the generic protagonist. And in my head, he looked legendary. But when I finished, he looked like a thumb with hair. That first wall is the hardest. It's the moment you realize that art isn't a gift. You're born with it. It's a manual labor job for your brain. I spent months drawing things that I hated. I finished a drawing, look at it for 5 seconds, and then literally flip the page because I couldn't stand to look at it. The difficulty back then wasn't just technical, it was emotional. You're putting your soul into these lines, and when the line look bad, you start to feel like you are bad. I want to tell the new version of myself, hey, it's okay to be a thumb with hair right now. You're building the muscles. Then comes the mid stage. This is where most artists quit. You have learned the basics, you know what a vanishing point is, you know about line weight, but now you're looking at social media. You see a 14-year-old on Twitter who draws better than you ever will, and they have only been drawing for 6 months. You see professional concept artists for MAPPA or Unfootable sharing rough sketches that look better than your finished masterpieces. This was the most difficult time for me. I'd sit on my desk for 3 hours, stare at a blank canvas, and do nothing. Why bother? The world already has enough pro artists. Why does the world need my new drawings? I had to learn to stop looking at art as competitions and start looking at it as a language. If you and I both speak English, we aren't competing to see who speaks it better. We are just trying to communicate. My art is in my voice. It doesn't matter if someone else has a louder voice or a prettier voice. They don't have in my voice. They can't tell the story of my story, my manga the way I can. They don't know my characters like I do. So, how did I get to the point where people started calling me a pro? It wasn't one single moment. It was 1,000 tiny boring moments. It was a night I decided to spend 4 hours just drawing boxes. Not characters, not cool swords, just boxes in 3D space. It was a week I decided to stop avoiding hands and drew 100 hands until my fingers cramped. To be a pro is to embrace the boring stuff. It's understanding that style is just a collection of your mistakes that you have learned to make look intentional. I stopped trying to find my style and start trying to understand structure. I remember the first time I drew a character and thought, wait, that actually looks like a human being. The proportions were right. The weight was right. That feeling, that's better than any drug. It's the feeling of your brain finally syncing up with your hand. But here is the secret: once you reach pro level, you don't stop being a noob. You just become a noob at a higher level. I'm sharing my thoughts with you today because I think there's a lie in the art community. We see these 10-year art progression videos and it looks like a straight line going up. It's not, it's a scribble. It's two steps forward, three steps back. Even now, while I'm working on my manga, I have days where I feel like I've forgotten how to draw. I'll spend 2 hours on a single panel of, my manga and it looks wrong. I look at it and think I'm a fraud. Everyone is going to realize I don't know what I'm doing. Imposter syndrome doesn't go away. You just get better at ignoring it. I'm still learning. I'm currently struggling with backgrounds. I hate drawings, buildings, and every time I have to draw a perspective grid, I sigh. I'm a pro at characters, but I'm a noob at environments. And that's the beauty of it. If I knew everything, why would I keep drawing? The struggle is the fuel. The fact that it's difficult is why it's worth doing. If it were easy, everyone would do it, and it wouldn't mean anything. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we sit in dark rooms for hours, hurting our bags and straining our eyes just to make a character look handsome or cool? It's because of the fear. It's that moment when you're drawing a character and they start to feel alive. You're not just drawing lines anymore, you're capturing a soul. When I draw my manga, I feel, the frustration, and when I draw a scene of heartbreak, I feel the heaviness in my own chest. Art is the only way I know how to translate my feelings into something other people can see. It's a bridge. When you look at my drawings and you feel something, we are connected. Across the world, across different languages, we are feeling the same thing. That's why you shouldn't give up. The world needs your feelings, it needs your specific way of seeing the world. Even if your lines are shaky, even if your coloring is messy, if there is heart in it, people will feel it. A perfect drawing with no art is just a technical exercise. A bad drawing with a lot of art is the art. So, if you are at the beginning of your journey or if you're stuck in the middle of that wall, I want you to take a deep breath. Put down the pen for a second, look at your hands. Those hands are capable of creating worlds. They just need a little more time to learn the directions. Don't call yourself a noob like it's a bad thing. Being a noob means you have the most room to grow. It's the most exciting part of the journey because every day you learn something new. I'm still learning. We are learning together. Don't compare your chapter 1 to my chapter 20. Just focus on making your chapter 2 better than your chapter 1. Thank you for spending these minutes with me today. Like, it's been a long talk, but I feel like I need to get this off my chest. If you felt this, if you're struggling to, leave a comment. Let's support each other because being an artist is lonely, but it doesn't have to be. Keep drawing, keep failing, keep feeling. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.